I hope no one watched the first version of this TBR because it turns out one of the readathons, well, the main and only readathon I'm joining for this month, Readathon, I got entirely wrong. I ordered, let's just say it was a doozy. So here I am doing all over again. Hopefully this time this is the correct version. Actually it is. So without further ado, let's get on. Hello everyone, my name is Akira, and this is my channel called Zach Loves Books. Today I'll be showing you what I'm going to be reading this month or what I'm currently reading, because I've already recorded this video last month, but I got so many things wrong, so I'm redoing this again. I'm excited to show you what I'm going to be reading. So the first book I'm going to be showing you, which is Readathon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is not part of a readathon. I'm only joining one readathon this month, which is Readathon, but we'll get to that more to the next part. This is for the bi-monthly book club called the A Space. Just basically a book club where every 2 months we read a book and we discuss it. The book is usually consists of the main characters, either part of the Arrow spec or the Ace spec, or they're either asexual or a romantic, along those lines. And I'm obviously on the whole spectrum, so reading books like, with people on the spectrum is nice. So that's why I'm so happy they started this book club. So this is what I'm going to be reading. Well, I'm currently reading it, as you can see. Moving on, let's get to the readathon. Also, the channel is down below for the A Space if you're curious about it. I believe it's called the A Space. I don't remember. Just look down below, you'll see it. Now, for the readathon, the only readathon I'm going to join this month, which is Readathon, is going to be running from February 14th to February 28th. If you'd like to know a more detailed version on what it's about, all the info and stuff like that is going to be linked in the description below, because the host will definitely know how to explain it a lot more better than I ever will. Now on to the prompts for the Readathon. Prompt number 1 is you're supposed to read a book with the dark colored cover. Because I accidentally went and ordered the group brief from the first round of the readathon, which I realized they switched to more freer options that everyone can access it. They use like this site where independent authors, like people who write short stories and all that stuff, can get recognition throughout this thing. So I like that. Because I've already ordered this book, might as well read it, so I'm going to be using that for this prompt. I believe it's an anthology or a short story collection filled with all these dark stories, which is the genre Lovecraftian. And I'm really excited because I actually do love short stories, anthologies. I don't really read them that much, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Prompt number 2 is to read a book set in the winter or the snow. I don't have a book currently that I want to read right now that is set in the snow or winter. I do have Goblet Fire. It's sitting there. I kind of don't feel like reading it. It's a pretty thick book, and I don't feel like going through it. So instead, I'm going to be doing My Hero Academia Volume 5, which I'm hoping to get further through this. I'm hoping to read all 20 volumes I have. You're probably going to see another book for the next prompt. But the only reason I'm counting this for snow is because Todoroki's quirk is he has a fire side and like a snow winter side, which I'm really excited for. Obviously, I don't know if you can see here, but I have here 2 Funko Pops in my Hero Academia collection. Now, prompt number 3 is to read something comforting or read something that you have already read. I am not a big fan of rereads because currently right now I just want to focus on getting through the books that I own. And if I ever get to that point where I have already read all the books that I own, I'll start rereading the books that I like. But I decided to go for read something comforting. I love mangas. Those are so quick and easy, and it's just a nice way to wind down from reading thick, chunky books. Reading for this prompt, volume number 16, My Hero Academia series, because why not? Do it back to back, because these things are pretty quick to go through. Prompt number 4 is to read a book about strangers meeting. I decided to use one of my many, well, not that many, books that I'm currently reading. It's one of my arcs. It's called Don't Look For Me. I don't want to spoil you anything that's going on here, so I'm just going to say there's definitely a scene where strangers are meeting. So I feel like this is definitely good for this. Also, I'm currently reading it. I started it for one of my other readathons last year, and I kind of want to finish it. Prompt number 5 is to read a book that has been on your bookshelf or your TBR forever. I'm gonna have to admit, this book has been on my Goodreads TBR. I don't go by my actual TBR because I don't know what I've had the longest by now. Most of my books are not here, so I can't count those in. So I just decided to go by Goodreads. This Leventine by Scott Westfield, I'm going to be reading that. This was part of the Secret Santa that I did a while back, and I usually push this off because this means a lot to me. I really do miss my Secret Santa. I did it for 1 year, that was it, but it was a nice experience. It was nice to see how I hosted something by myself, and I think it's time for me to read this. I doubt I'm going to be continuing this because I don't know about anyone else. I don't really mind spoilers, especially if something happens down the road that I don't like. Something happens here, sadly, yeah, that I don't like. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Romance. It happens down the line throughout the last book. And sorry if that spoils for anyone, but I'm pretty sure most people who probably, I don't know, read this, probably might know by now. But I am not a fan of romance, so I have a feeling I'm only gonna read this book, and that's it. Prompt number 6, read a book with a black author. I'm going to be reading one of the many books I got from Review Pit. I'm so mad that this book has taken me so long to get to. I hope I finished it this month. I doubt it because the readathon is like 2 weeks. But if I do get it done, yay. If I don't, nah. It's called I'm looking down to my notebook. I Am Magical. I shortened up the title for this. You can see the full title somewhere here. Book 1 is obviously by a black author. Now for prompt number 7, we got to choose from 2 different group reads that we wanted to do. It's called Hello Mato by Nindi Okafora. If I pronounce that wrong, just look here. It should be somewhere here. Well, that's it for this TBR. If it felt rushed, it's because I'm no attention span anymore. And my new squid hat. I got this from like amusement park. But look, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.